Yo, YouTube. Taro here, man.
Lieutenant man, it's Mondo.
Before we get to this video, man, something wrong with Mondo. This nigga, he got a lot going on right now. His stomach going crazy. This nigga finna shit himself. So, we ain't gonna drag this reaction out too long. But we got types of kids you will meet in high school. Now, I'm not gonna lie. We met a plethora of interesting individuals when we were in high school. We graduated last year. So, I want to see how this,
Yeah, it was last year.
I want to see how this turns out, man. If you want to watch these reactions live, we on Twitch, man. It's gonna be in the description. And if you want to see more videos like this, if you enjoy this video, just let us know in the comments, man.
Yes, sir.
And we finna get straight to it.
Types of people you'll meet in high school. Alright, so in my high school video, I talked about the reality of high school as a whole, but I never really went into depth on certain things, which is why I decided to make a video talking about the types of kids you'll meet in high school. These are typically the people that you'll see in high school, but this is not to say that every high school has these type of people, but you probably might meet the people with the same characteristics as said in this video. Alright, but I'm done talking, now I'm gonna get down to the list of the type of kids you'll meet in high school. The YNs. Now, I feel like every school at least got a group of YNs, especially in the suburbs. Yeah, they exist over there. And literally just when you moved out the hood and you thought you could escape them too. Now, these kids typically look how you think they would look. Nike tags with the shiesties, some good shoe game. Like, I be seeing some young niggas wear like Jordan 4s or something like that. Some of them be dripped down in designer. These type of people are the worst people to be around because it's not who they are, but how they act. It's like these kids are just finding any excuse to crash out over something, bro. It makes no sense. It's like they got something to prove. Some kids may actually be about it outside of school, though. Like, you could...
The overly tough young niggas was aggravating as fuck. We had friends that was young niggas. Like, I ain't gonna see their parents be like they just the toughest niggas ever, but but them niggas, but the ones who like, the niggas who like you can't even get a conversation out of because they too tough. Fortunately, I ain't have to deal with none of that in school, but I done definitely seen altercations with people outside of school, man. Y'all just stay the fuck away from them niggas, bro.
You could walk into class and all of a sudden you're sitting next to fucking King Von or something. The rest of the scallywags are just doing stupid shit, like causing trouble and being annoying. No. Like, bro, people want to see less of these kids out in public and at home. I used to see these kids mainly smoking in the bathroom, skipping class, taking yerks, and on band lab making drill songs.
He just hit the dot on every single one.
But I ain't see no niggas taking yurts now. Popping yurts.
Nah, but they so hitting them carts.
Yeah, in the bathroom for sure.
These kids are actually cool though. Like, you got that one friendly YN that just hangs out with a bunch of hooligans. Realistically, this is the guy that just be coolin'. Like, I could see myself hanging out with bro. Kind of goes to show you that not everyone's alike, Next, we got the school thoughts. Oh, Lord.
I'm not gonna lie. They was there. But I just ain't have no contact with them.
Tell me why. Why is it that the girls with the best personality happen to be thoughts? Now, having the title school thought is something that you don't want in high school. Like, I can understand having an intimate relationship with multiple people because I'm out of high school and, I don't give a shit. But in high school, of course, people are going to look at that with some type of disgust. Now, let me say this. The school thought doesn't just mean women. It can also refer to guys, too. These people are just seen as easy because anyone can get with them. It's not like you're dealing with Miss Untouchable. It's like, you're going to find a way to get play because this person finds you attractive. Now, the school thought usually has a tragic backstory. Like, they got their heart broken and, they're in their whole phase, which is not a very respectable art. And things like this.
I thought about saying that.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna lie. I about lie. Boy, man, that shit insane. Low key. Hey. Oh wait, no, we too close to the camera, boy. I mean the mic, boy. Yeah, goddamn, my nigga. Shit. Fuck, my nigga. Bro, man.
this, you want to take like a 2-year time skip to work on yourself. But some of these people also probably like to do this for fun. Like they just have some type of sexual desires that they want to be met. But it gets really tragic when the school hears about it. And it's usually stories about certain topics that will get me demonetized on YouTube. Most people would stand clear of the school thought because you're basically a biohazard. Swimming in you is like swimming in the community pool. I'm sorry. But come on, at the end of the day, these people have feelings, they're human. Like everyone's gonna have a bit of some history with somebody else. Like bro, you ain't never heard of a retired thought before? There's people who are in happy relationships with a retired thought. Like come on now. Next, we got the life of the party. These are the types of people you want to be around to have a good time and live your high school experience to the max. Like, people are gonna be asking like, yo, what's the word? And usually they got an answer to that. It could be a high school party, it could be a college party, whatever type of party. These people are always gonna find a party to go to. Every night for these people is another crazy story. People who are looking to go, of course, need a car. If you're somebody with a V, you're always gonna be a designated driver. And these cars will be packed. I'm talking about like you have a Honda Civic filled with 10 different people, and you got people sitting on laps and shit doing weird ass positions. You see these people
in that big ass white truck. When you had the gray truck, so when you bring that motherfucker to him,
people get out the car and it's like a clown car or some dumb shit. Once you get to the party, of course, there's gonna be people drinking, doing all sorts of drugs, having fun, and just doing some dumb shit. But there's always that
nigga that took hella nigga to a party. Anytime I've seen Gary at the party, that nigga had 5 passengers, no bullshit.
One person that just knows how to have fun. Now, when it comes to being the life of the party, there's only one person that can earn that title. Now, this is somebody that is at every party. Like, you can't miss him. Like, you show up to a function or something, and dude is there with shades and a bottle in their hand, just enjoying the moment. Like, who cares about the AP test they got in the morning? Because high school is such a small glimpse in your life, the life of the party is a title that's not always gonna stick. Because life moves on. Not everyone's gonna want to party. I mean, like, unless you're a different breed. Then you got the athletes. Man, when it comes to the athletes, it's not hard to spot these kids. When you see them, they're usually wearing sweats and a hoodie with Crocs or slides, munching on snacks or holding a giant ass water jug with an elite
I am the athlete. I stay participating in after school curriculum activities.
Bag on their back. They're usually, tall as fuck, complaining about their body. But when it comes to their personality, it goes both ways. Because you might have somebody that is motivated, focused, a humble person that works hard in the lab, and they just be chilling. Like, they're the type of person to pray and say Bible verses before they hop into a game. Then you got them cocky ass athletes. Like, yo, I'm sorry, game, but you ain't making it to the league. Shit, man. Like, if you got a D1 offer, shit, by all means, talk all the shit you want. But if not, shut the fuck up. Like, it's so hard for me to tolerate obnoxious people. Because as much as I like to see you win, because you're over here calling me names trying to impress the huzz, yeah, gang, I'm praying on your downfall. I do not.
Have a nigga ever disrespected me to impress the ass? Jerry's did some crazy shit one time in the library. Jerry's hold me one time. I'm not gonna lie.
Not care. When you see somebody that's so cocky get humbled, it's one of the most satisfying feelings in the world because you just knock someone off their high horse. But I admire all the athletes because it's not easy putting your body on the line to do something that you love. I wish you all the best on your sports journey. And then we got the potheads. Honestly, probably one of the coolest people you can be friends with.
In our school, the potheads and the athletes were 1-1.
Now, I feel like everyone smokes weed in high school. Like, it's no longer looked at as a taboo thing. It's just something that's so common nowadays. Like, most teenagers in high school are drinking, they're smoking, but potheads are on another different level. Because, bro, when you get to school in the morning, they're wondering if you got something that they can just hit. Having a pothead friend, honestly, isn't going to be the worst thing in the world.
One of the niggas that walked in that bitch asking for shit. They're the ones who walked in that bitch already smelling.
Yeah, they was already.
You're probably going to have less problems with this person out of everybody on this list. I mean, like, unless...
Man, it was a nigga I used to ride with. I ain't be saying no names on the stream shit, but I started riding with the Mun. He had 3 other, mind you, these like some of my closest bros. I'm talking about niggas that I was getting my diapers changed with. Bro, all them niggas came into school and bro, they got cooked, twin. If I rolled with them, I would have been fucked. I don't even smoke, but if I rolled with them, I would have been fucked.
Hey, I was that guy, like, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They, like, everybody know I wasn't with none of that junk. So they'll come to me, hey, bro, I smell like weed.
Nah, they ask everybody that though.
Nah, they go to certain people though.
Yeah, you can't
go to everybody. But they went to certain people, and all one of them certain people they went.
So you don't want somebody that's like chiefing your cart, but they just be chilling, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to say nah. I couldn't. Like, my nose always fucked up. I couldn't.
It's just that in every setting, it's like they're fucking high. Having a conversation with a pothead is one of the funniest things in my opinion because they're just not on planet Earth. Asking them certain questions will require them to do some deep type of thinking. They're over here trying to crack the code of the universe. Now, the thing about potheads is that they're not afraid to spark up anywhere. And the one place they love to do it is in the school bathrooms. Like, I'd walk into the bathroom to take a piss and I can't even use the bathroom because it just be flooded with niggas. I'm talking about 15 niggas deep in the bathroom. Like, it feels weird when somebody's actually taking a piss in the bathroom where it's required for you to do. Just for the simple fact that there's so many dudes around you. But shit, bro, you know it's time to stop smoking when the teachers and the deans start checking the bathrooms, bro. Like at my school, when you heard keys jingling or a walkie-talkie feedback going off, you know that's a sign to pack your shit up and get the hell out. Like the dean would start coming into...
I ain't gonna lie, I got to a point at one point, nigga, every time you went in the bathroom, it was a fucking teacher.
The bathroom yelling, boys, boys, and start patting everybody down and shit, trying to see if they got like, you know, even like a smidge of weed on them. Like, I remember the days I used to be in high school, right? And people would hotbox the bathrooms and it would set off the fire alarm. Like, I remember it being such a big problem that it was happening every week, especially on a cold ass day. And I knew exactly who was smoking in the bathrooms causing that shit. Then we got the school trappers. Honestly, bro, you want to talk about motion? This is someone who got motion. In the high school, most kids are broke. The trappers are usually the ones that are actually putting in work. Outside of school, these guys most likely have a part-time job. But inside of school, yeah, these guys are working hard. Poisoning the fucking school. Like, these are the reason why the freshmen have pens and the reason why the school is supplied with weed. Like, these guys would just probably be dressed casually, but some of them actually be dressing up with like a spider hoodie, a shiesty. They're almost like the YNs, but these guys are selling inside and outside of school, turning a profit so they can buy more supply and do it over again. Now, these guys, they usually have all the goods, selling cards, bud, vape, eddies, whatever you want. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to business, you guys can actually take a note from them. Their main place of business, though, is the boys' bathroom. The school trapper is walking in with a business proposition like it's Shark Tank or something. These guys are hustlers. It's not like these guys are like the scammers, you know what I mean? Both what they do is bad, but I feel like the scammers is on a different level. Then you got the nerds and geeks. Yeah, I know, two different categories, but I'm gonna blend them in for now. As typical as it may sound, yes, there are geeks and nerds, but these kids just be in their own world, like they just chill.
You don't fit the nerd and geek shit. You was no. Them the niggas I used to be in gym with talk about One Piece when Chainsaw Man was coming out of shit. You remember we used to be up there talk about anime like the whole in the gym. Yeah, you wasn't one of those. You wasn't with them niggas.
I mean, like, you know, they're definitely not like most.
Like, actually paying attention?
Nah, that's not what he's saying though. Well, yeah, that too. That is a part of it, low key. It's like two spectrum. It's like the smart nerd and like the geek nerd.
People, you know, these kids just be wearing whatever they want in their closet. They love anime. They love having discussions about it at the
real good anime discussions in class. Like, I used to really fuck with these niggas. Dead ass.
Table. Their favorite apps are probably Discord and they love playing games. I swear though, I've seen some peculiar things though. Like, seeing a nerd get pissed off is something that's always worth laughing at. Just for the simple fact that it's out of the ordinary. But man, when I'm telling you, being corrected by the nerd gotta be one of the most annoying things in the world because it's a different type of annoyance. Like, you probably got something that's like minor and they correct you on it, trying to find ways to call you slow or something. Like, as funny as it is, it gets annoying. Then we got the ghetto girls. If you thought I wasn't gonna mention these guys in this video, you were dead wrong. If you want to talk about annoying degenerates, talk about these girls first. Like, I can understand YNs being annoying, but not all of them are gonna be on the level of this type of annoyance. It's really not high school when you're coming in at 8 in the morning and you see a group of loud girls eating hot Cheetos and drinking Arizona. Like, bro, kids aren't happy to be at school most.
They weren't eating hot Cheetos or drinking Arizona. They were just doing it bro.
Mornings. The nicest thing that you can do is shut the fuck up. Engaging with these girls aren't always going to be the best because some might actually be cool if you know them like that, but these girls just don't know how to.
I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of homegirls that fit this category, but the ones that won my homegirls, man, some of them I used to be cordial with though. Like, we ain't had no problem.
But you know, like, they knew you and you knew them.
I knew, yeah, it was like that. It was like we knew each other, so I ain't never really want to be in the mix though. Especially, I had a few cousins like this, man. One time I almost fought a nigga in gym because of this shit.
Bro.
One of my cousins, man. That shit was crazy. That was in middle school, though. But goddamn. Boy, I don't even want to talk about the story, twin. Just know that shit wild as fuck.
act in a proper setting. It's like they're just finding ways to be extra and make people hate them. But being in a classroom with them, it's not fun. Like, you were low-key hoping that they skipped class or were at home sick just so you can have a day of peace. Like, bro, these girls always had a bad attitude. Like, it's one thing to be upset about something, but these were just bad manners. Like, bro, the teacher could just be asking the girl to sit down politely and then just gets hit with a wave of bullshit. Like, honestly, bro, I feel bad. Like, when I think about it right now, I can understand why people don't want to be teachers no more. When school fights happened, it mainly had to do with the girls beefing. Thinking back to it, all the fights that happened at my high school mainly were just because of the girls. Like, the guys would never really have a problem with each other. We all just be chilling, faded as fuck. But that's all types of kids that you meet in high school.
Some of these kids that have, bro, nigga, we went through a 2-month phase where fights happening every week in that bitch, boy. Man, they had to add them damn detectors, what they call?
Metal detectors.
They had to add the metal detectors, but niggas was coming in that bitch throwing hand, bro. At first we could get on our phones, they banned phones for 2 years because of that shit.
We had 5 fights in the first week of school.
Bro, I'm talking about
that was a fight every day of the week.
Every single day, bro. That shit was fucking wild.
That next week we had a meeting in the auditorium. They talking about
that was 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in.
Shoot, it's from the phones being like, what are we gonna do it? Or whatever.
Even after the phone, they don't fight.
It was still fighting.
That fight still lingered. That shit didn't change. Nothing. That shit didn't change. Nothing. I'm talking about, boy. Man. That shit was live as fuck, though.
Man, what, bro?
Oh, bro, I missed a lot of them, bro. But the ones I did see, I was the nigga. I wasn't even recording. Like, I just wanted to get this shit from my memory. Like, I used to just watch this shit. I ain't even record, boy. I had to see them fights, man.
Kids are in groups or individually by themselves. It's not really gonna matter too much because once you're out of high school, you probably might not ever see these people again, or they might just be your friends forever. Each and every one of these people are individually popular in their own ways, good or bad. And hell, most of them might have just peaked in high school, like the athletes or the life of the party.
No cap. He was the popular one.
Wow, man, I just knew a lot of niggas, bro.
Homeboy Lamp, he was popular. He played football. Everybody know him.
This nigga stomach fucking him up, bro.
No cap, bro.
Nah, I had a lot of friends. I used to try to expand my group.
Like our whole friend group it's a mixture of all that, bro.
Literally a mixture of all that.
Me and my one of them, his name was Demetrius. I ain't gonna lie, first I thought it was weird. So for some reason he knew me. Hater money. He called me hater. He like hater money.
Yep.
I like, what's up, bro, and kept walking. I never knew him until he, became one of the bros.
Mm-hmm. Nah, high school was lit as fuck, especially our senior year.
No cap.
But we not the type of niggas to be like that was the peak of our life though, nigga.
Nah, peak it was cool 10th grade through 12th grade, bro.
That shit was fought over. 9th
grade I was in homeschool because of COVID. But when I came back, high school was lit.
Me too.
The way you gotta look at it now is that everyone's just living their own lives. Like, things are just totally different. People change and people grow up. But, high school is just such a small world. But that concludes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey, man, if y'all want to see more videos like this, let us know in the comments, man.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, my brother.
We finna get out of here. This nigga got shit.
Okay, Key God first.
Yep, Key God first.
Bro.